Hey guys, welcome back to the Crown Rare Podcast. I'm your host, Zen with Allergies, and this is my co-host, Royce. And today we're going to be discussing the brand new set that's set to release later today, tomorrow, 1 a.m., 10 a.m. PDT. It doesn't matter. Check your time zones. It's releasing tomorrow. It is Shining Revelry. Royce here hasn't seen the trailer yet, so we're going to watch the trailer real quick, and then we're going to get his reaction right after it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I told you and the lads, I've been sick for like the last week and a half, so I've been out of commission. I've seen your tweets here and there, but I was like, I'm done. Let me just take a nap and I'll watch it later. And I completely forgot about it. And then you actually had to tell me, yeah, the new pack is coming out tomorrow, and then Ranked is coming out the day after. I was like, damn, I gotta hop on that. So
it's exciting.
Also, I'm liking the whole anime look, like the anime protagonist who got into a fight at school and
yeah, it's a street fight. You should see the street.
just like an outline of your face.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's allergies, man. The allergies are kicking my butt.
Yeah. No, you don't need to tell me. I got seasonal and it's about to start. And that's when I get all teary-eyed and that stuff. But anyways, that aside, yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I told you that I didn't watch any of it, and you sent me the link to the trailer and just said, hold on, let's just start recording. So I don't know what to expect.
Yeah. Go watch it, and then just I'll ask you after the trailer.
Okay. So I'm gonna get started on it live. Okay. That's why it's called Shining Revelry. Oh, it has a different attack. Oh, they're different. Oh, it's Lucario EX. Okay. Oh, even the normal ones. Varoom is so random. Wiglet is so random. Oh, Tatsugiri. Okay. Okay. Red? Iono? Okay. Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. That's what we're looking at today.
Oh, it's like that. Okay, hold up.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on. Random. Yeah. I know Pokemon loves their Charizard. It's their moneymaker. They have to keep, But I thought it was just when I saw the shiny, I was like, oh, okay. It's And then I was like, that's not Crimson Bird. That's 5 energy. Wait, hold up. Wait, what? So
yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Varoom is still random to me because why? But
it's Paldea, so they're bringing a bunch of Paldean Pokemon.
There's 3 out of like the
well, they're not going to show you the whole set. So also other things that you don't have information on. 110 cards, over 110 cards.
Okay. And this is not even an actual set. Is this like this
ain't even a mini set. I think this is the first set that's a B. Because before it was A1, A1A, A2, A2A. This is A2B?
Yeah.
Are we going to get an A2C? Like, say the whole alphabet?
Hey, listen, if shiny Venusaur is coming. I mean, Venusaur, you can't really tell, but actually you can. He's kind of dope. Anyways, I'm here for it. Damn. It's not even a mini set. Talk about random, bro. Yeah.
I'm getting messages. Shout out to everyone who added me on the Discord 30 minutes after this launch because nobody saw it coming. I was like, I was literally making my custom Hoenn cards, doing my little Flygon design and typing it out, and people are like adding me, oh my god, new set, and I'm like, nah, what do you mean new set? There's still 30 days. April 30th was when we were supposed to get our new set, right? And then I see this trailer and I'm just like, I'm losing it. I'm like, I feel like a kid, like you know what I'm saying? It's so great.
Okay. Before we dive into the cards and stuff, like just based on the cards I saw in the trailer, right? I want you to try to put yourself in the boardroom, the discussion. You know what I mean? Like, be a fly on the wall, or if you have a seat at the table. How do they come up with the Pokemon that they decide to like throw into each set? Because every time I'm like, blown away. I'm like, I would never have guessed these things. Like Celebi, I would never have guessed it. Gyarados getting an EX, I would never have guessed it. 2 of the Eons, we never had any evolution before. These 2 getting an EX, we never would have guessed it. You know, so we all guessed things like Johto, Giratina getting an EX, but now they're like, you know what, Giratina, push them to next month. No,
well, yo, voice doesn't know yet. This is so good. I don't think you continued watching the rest of the trailer potentially.
No, I'm at the end screen. I'm at the end screen where you see all the EX starter decks. That's why I brought up Giratina.
Yeah, Giratina's right there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we all thought Giratina was going to be last set, but it was Arceus, right? And
Lucario. Don't forget, people were begging for Lucario and Giratina. So and they're like,
you know what?
The price set. Here you go.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like they see us with our tweets and our videos and our speculations. They're like, guys, write this down. So they think Johto is next season. So scratch Johto, and we're gonna throw a curveball and put Gen 6 or 4 or whatever we were on.
Yeah.
And then we were like, all right, for sure. We got Dialga and Palkia EX. We're for sure getting a Giratina EX next set. And these guys again were like, yo, same thing. Scratch Giratina, put them in the next one. So it's just they're definitely trolling us, but I'm here for it because it's so. Is that a Pikachu? Another one?
Yeah, dude, it's new. I can't wait to talk about these cards with you, man.
Oh, okay.
Well, real quick, they give us so many W's.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're gonna talk about all these cards, what they mean. Another really cool feature. They're doing something that's really amazing that I think great for free to play players, returning players. Apparently, those 9 decks you're looking at, you can do in-game missions and then get one of them for free. Meaning all 20 cards will be added to your collection.
Oh, that's sick. So you got a copy. Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. So if you're missing your one EX you haven't pulled, get that deck right there.
Bro, you know how amazing that would be? That's such 100%. A blessing. Dude, I literally today, I will send you a screenshot of my phone. I finally got a regular Lucario. Like my second copy. This whole time I had one. That's why I could not run fighting decks.
I have like 10, bro. You should have just asked me.
I keep forgetting that you're like a whale.
I have way too many.
Yeah. Like I did not. I had been pulling for like only Dialga packs. So I'm like, yo, I can't switch to Palkia until I get these main ones. And Lucario was the only one evading me today. Wonder Pick, full art. I was like, I'm gonna miss this again, aren't I? Got it, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I still don't have Starmie EX. I still don't have I don't have a single copy of Wiggly. So the fact that if this is true, is it true? Confirmed?
Yeah, it's pretty. I saw it on PokemonZone.com.
Okay, they're pretty solid.
And it also said, they also said like in the trailer, I believe these are your in-game missions. You can receive these not rental. They called it something else, I believe.
EX starter deck missions.
So it's not even a rental. It's just EX starter decks. When you hear starter decks, that's something for you.
Okay. Because this would at least give me some like Wugtrio, dude. Like.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to talk. Oh, you're gonna love Wugtrio. You're gonna love Wugtrio. It's gonna be your Pokemon.
Okay. It's gonna be just based on the typing. I'm already discriminating because I hate water types. But all right, we'll see.
This is literally it has Royce written all over it. I can't wait to talk about that. And then the second thing, so they're doing cool stuff like that. Starter decks. Some people are annoyed about it. Like the decks are gonna suck. And in my head, I'm like, they're giving you something like. Yeah. There are certain people that are always gonna complain. Unfortunately, however. On Twitter, someone suggested Judy, I believe his name is, VGC player, but he plays Pokemon Pocket now. So they suggested universal pack points. I couldn't agree more. So this new set comes out. The way I would see them doing it, so that way they still make money and they don't say, "Oh no, we can't do that." So if you guys are actually watching, and you're grabbing some ideas from the board or whatever,
or subscribe
developers, yeah, exactly. The newest pack has its own pack points, and then whenever a new pack comes out, every pack before it works in a universal pack point system,
like a little store for the cards.
Dude.
No,
exactly, because it's just the way it is right now. It's very wasteful. It seems silly. I don't think they're losing money if they do a universal pack point system. In fact, I genuinely think they'll gain more money because now you have more players that are trying to gain more pack points that they can use universally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
I think it's actually better for them. But
So-
you know, that's just something I wanted to throw in today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Uh-huh.
What do you think, Royce?
I'm inclined to agree because every time a new pack came out, a new set came out, I have pack points from the previous one that I saved for a card that I would be hunting for, like Wiggly, Starmie, whatever. But because I'm so focused on the new set, I don't ever go back to getting back to collecting pack points for the old set. So this would give us the opportunity to continue opening new packs, but also have a pool of all of our pre-existing pack points. You know what I mean? So it would be convenient for us, because then I've never pulled Genetic Apex ever again, but I still don't have. I'm still missing Starmie. I'm still missing a second Articuno. I'm still missing these cards, but I can't afford it because the next pack comes out and then I accumulate pack points for that, and then the next set comes out and then I keep accumulating pack points for that. So I'm with you. Like a new set, that's a great idea. Have an exclusive thing just for that. And then everything else is in this massive universal pool where it's like a card shop, right? Where it's just all of the old things, and you use those pack points for those. I agree. Great idea.
Because if they're gonna keep going at the rate of releasing packs, it doesn't bother me. I'm spending money, right? But I'm also not in La La Land delusion to see, like, as a free-to-play player, it becomes a little bit of a turnoff. Like, oh, there's too much. It's a little overwhelming. I'm never going to catch up. I'm just going to stop playing. Okay. So I think that would inherently fix that one potential issue with the universal pack points. Because then it's like, okay, it doesn't matter. Even if I'm opening up this pack, eventually those points, when a new set comes, will convert to universal, and then I can use the pack points then to get all the older cards that I'm missing out. So I'm still always putting down for the new pack. It'll actually, I think it's smart business decision on their part. It'll help them make more money on their main packs that they're releasing. Yeah,
because it's also a future investment, because then whatever, let's say you drop a fat stack on the new one, right? Not a fat stack, but like an average stack, because you're a baby orca, not a whale, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
thousands. No, I'm just kidding. So I actually want to do the calculation to see how much I've spent on the game so far.
I'd be very curious to see that, actually. But
next episode.
All right. Okay. So subscribe if you want to see how much Zatumi, the famous YouTuber, spends in game. But it's a future investment for your pack points, right? Because then, exactly. Like, it's not like those pack points are just going to sit there and die like all of my pack points are right now. You know what I mean? I am barely, barely at the doorstep, but I'm also not going to open those packs because I have to catch up to the current set. And I'm not exactly free to play, but I'm also not dropping money or even a decent stack. I'm just throwing random $20 every other month, whatever. So I'm pretty close to free to play, and I'm falling behind. I've fallen behind. I haven't gotten a lot of these cards, and so the pack points to me just keep dying every time a new set comes out. You know what I mean? So
100%.
A universal thing is the play.
I hope so. I hope they do something like that. Yeah, I hope they do that, because like, it just seems like such a W for everybody. It seems like they listen to the community at most of it. And also, like, I genuinely don't think they're losing money if they do that. And it helps them out tremendously.
Also, you a real one for that, looking out for us non-whales or orcas or whatever. You're so real for that.
No, because like, well, it's not completely, what's the word, altruistic, because it helps me.
Yeah, it benefits you. Yeah, it's real. It's real, but like, there's nothing wrong with it.
It benefits me. I can use my pack points itself, but also, like, if people start falling off the game, who am I a content creator for, right? Who's played the game? Everyone's like, oh, he has every single card in his collection. I don't. I'm not gonna, those decks don't work for me. I don't want to run into a situation similar to like Marvel Snap, with the Marvel Snap content creators that I see, this whole side bar tangent, where they have access to every single card and they're like, try this cool deck, and then players are like, but I can't, and I won't be able to for a long time because of the way their system works, right? It's not even like they can just spend money right then and there to get it. It's like they just might not be able to. So I don't know, man. That's I really hope.
No, that's a fire idea. This like, I feel like you should have mentioned this on how to improve the game too, because that would be a phenomenal addition.
It's not my idea. I'll get a screenshot, hopefully, of the content creator.
Okay.
The tweet that I saw. I retweeted it on my channel.
Okay.
So find me on Twitter or X or whatever we want to call it. Anyway, you ready to hop into these cards for Shining Revelry? You got the website up?
Yeah, I got the website up and everything.
First card I want to talk about is scroll down to Iono. Click on that one.
Scrolling down. Okay. All right.
You got it on your screen. I got it on my screen.
Yeah. So.
All right. What do you think of this one?
All right.
Read it out loud for everyone at home.
Read it loud for everyone in the class. Okay. Each player shuffles their card into their hand into their deck and then draws that many.
Yeah. What are we thinking?
Oh.
Yeah. So right off the bat, I feel like this is a pretty good buff for like stage 2 Pokemon.
100%. I immediately thought like maybe Dragonite deck I can add this because of the stage 2 thing.
I knew it, this guy.
I told you. If you haven't watched any of the other episodes, well, I'll let you know. I am obsessed with the Dragonite decks, and that's how I think. Like, would any of these cards benefit it, and why? And you're 1000% right. You hit the nail on the head. Stage 2 Pokemons, if you brick, slap this. So what if you have one piece of the Exodia puzzle? Like if you reset, you might get 4 out of the 5 instead. So this is an interesting card.
So you said that. It's funny. The way this works and the way Pokemon Pocket works, I'll explain TCG, the official TCG. Iono in that game, you take your hand and you put it on the bottom of your deck, and then you draw from the top of your deck.
Okay.
This says shuffle your hand first, then draw. So let's say you have 2 Voltorb in your hand. You don't want them. You want something else. You put them back in. You might draw them again.
Still get the Voltorb, 100%. 100%. Yeah. But this is it gives you a chance. It gives you a fighting chance to, like, let's say this is last turn. Like next turn, Zatsu's about to beat me, right? Unless I draw this specific card. Okay, chill. Yeah. So then I pop an Iono. It gives you a luxury, especially late game. This would be a luxury that you could finally afford. You know what I mean? Oh, there's 2 cards in the deck, 50% chance to draw. You draw this, boom, you just reset. Yeah, this 100%. Is a phenomenal
and it also
card.
So it helps you unbrick and disrupts your opponent. I feel like you have to have at least 1 copy of Iono moving forward.
Yeah. This has to be a pretty standard staple. Like,
yeah, I think it will be like Cyrus. It'll be like Cyrus.
No, I agree.
You can run it without Cyrus, but like, why would you? Right?
No, I agree.
I honestly might think I might remove a Professor Research for an Iono. Like if I had to, because it is a 20 card deck. And if you had to remove a supporter card, I think the closest thing that does something to your benefit would be Professor Research. It draws 2 for you. However, this can draw more than 2 if you cycle that hand. So if you had to switch, that's what my recommendation would be. I'm sure people are going to chew me up in the comments like, no, that's too good of a card. Yeah, it's great, especially when it's on the bottom of your deck and you can't reach it. Yeah, no, like I think this is a solid card, especially if you pair it up with something like, let's say even Pokeball, it's a free draw on your turn, right? And this, you shuffle your hand and you draw as many as you shuffled, right? That's what it said. Then draw. Yeah. So exactly. So then let's say you have 3 cards. Let's say you have 4 cards. Pokeball gives you a free card, even if you don't need it. This could be late game. You're not going to need that starter. You just pop Iono then, so your 5 card hand goes down to 4. But at least the Pokeball brought it up to 4. You know what I mean? Without I think the possibilities for this is pretty insane, dude. This is gonna be insane, especially like you said. I think you hit the nail on the head for stage 2 specifically. Like, you brick so much on them, so this is your get out of jail free card. Yeah, it'd be great. I think so. So what do you think? Let's rank it. Let's give I don't think anything's gonna be below B tier. Today, B tier is like, I don't really know. A tier is going to be like, yeah, it's pretty good. S tier is like, oh man, it's kind of cracked. Okay. I think this might be S. What do you think? I think this has to be. Yeah, this has to be like, there is a drawback. Obviously, you have to reshuffle your hand, but you can only draw whatever you shuffled in. But even at that, it's a luxury. It can disrupt your opponent. It's way too good. S, maybe teetering on S plus. Like, we'll see new strats as they come out, but. God damn. Okay. 100%. All right. Let's move on to red. Okay, the next supporter card. I'll read this one.
But
Red is our first male protagonist. Remember I brought this up before? I was like, there's no male protagonist.
they are listening. Subscribe, please. Please.
Oh, man.
I sound
really
like
are.
I'm
I was
gambling
like,
debts.
it's
Please
Leaf.
subscribe.
It's Dawn. There's like, but also note Leaf Dawn were 1A or A1 lowercase, and it was A2 lowercase a. This is the first B and the first male protagonist. So I wonder if that like means anything, right?
B for boy. You cracked the case. He cracked it. I'm just kidding.
Detective Pikachu. Anyway, during this turn, it's pretty much Giovanni. It's plus 20 on opponent's active EX Pokemon.
EX. Okay. So it does more damage, but it has to be an EX. Okay.
Yo, real quick, let me put you on this Tauros Mythical Island one-shotting Arceus with this.
Okay, Tauros does how much? 120, right? On an EX?
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, dude. Red is going to be crazy, bro. I don't know if it's going to be S tier because it's a situational thing. Like, is Giovanni S tier?
Yeah.
Nah, Giovanni's A.
No, yeah, I guess A, but like there are other cards that I think over damage dealing, getting you online is more important, and that's where our like the current climate of the game is right now. We're trying to figure out a more consistent deck recipe, a deck formula. So
like ramping is probably the best strategy. That, like if you can ramp, if you could get more energies than your opponent.
Yeah. I feel
it's
like
safe to say like that's the strongest way to go in the game.
The best way, ramping, getting your Pokemons online, like if there's a stage 2, you want to get it to max Evo fully set up. So I would put this like I see why this would be cracked because everybody's running an EX, right?
100%.
But I would say A. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I probably wouldn't even put this in my deck, to be honest with you, because damage is great. Damage is great. Don't get me wrong. It's just I would prioritize getting my Dragonite up rather than my Dragonair doing an extra 20. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know. That's just my opinion. What do you think?
I same thing. I think it'll be A. I think Giovanni's maybe going to drop down to something like B. I think that makes sense. But yeah, I'm excited to see what I can cook up with Red. Like I like that full art too. I'm going to chase Red's fart. Anyway, moving on.
I mean, it's glowing in the back there.
Before we go into the EX Pokemon, I just want to quickly share this. Go look at Charizard EX Shiny. Look at the rarity. It's 2 rainbow rarities.
Oh.
So they took out the crowns. This is going to be I think the rarest thing in the game now.
Okay, so
I wonder if it's even rarer. Is that even a word?
Rarer
than crowns, I believe. And then if you look at something like the shiny Pachirisu,
oh, it has
that's only 1. Yeah.
Interesting.
So these are like regular Pokemon. But while we're on Pachirisu, this is one Pokemon I do want to talk about because I think it's very relevant for the other Pokemon we're going to talk about today. Pachirisu 70 has the move Plasma for 1 lightning energy, 10 damage, and then it also takes a lightning energy from your energy zone and attaches it to one of your bench Pokemon.
Interesting. Yeah. And it has 70 HP. This actually might be a really good card.
Yeah, it's up 100%.
It has a lot
ramp.
of HP. Only 1 retreat cost and only 1 to get its attack like off. So if you're listening, like 1 energy to deal 10 damage, plus you ramp your bench, like damn, okay. What would you pair this like this? Do you feel like this might start replacing Magnezone techs?
I don't know if it replaces Magnezone techs, but this card specifically is going to work with one of the EXs that we'll be talking about. Pikachu, we'll be talking about today.
No, we just got away from it.
Nah, he's coming. That's why they gave it to us.
But also, it would be paired up nicely, real quick. This would be paired up nicely with Magneton because Magnezone keeps discarding energy, right? So
dude, you don't. I guess
with Magneton,
I don't think you would need it because if you're running a lightning deck, you'll be fine without it.
Fair. Yeah, true. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, and it only works with lightning Pokemon, so it's not like Manaphy.
Okay.
Unfortunately, so you can't put it with Dragonite. That's one of the things I was thinking about. Right, but
real quick, right before we jump in, So are we changing the name of the podcast today? Are we doing a next episode? Because there's a new rarity.
So we don't even know what it's called yet. We have to wait, and maybe you guys let us know in the comments.
We'll just keep it in the parentheses, TBD podcast.
TBD podcast.
Welcome to the TBD podcast. Until we find out what this is called, we're the TBD pod. Like, I don't know, what are we doing?
That's so good.
Yeah, sorry for the.
All right, let's move on to Tinkaton EX. Tinkaton EX, 170 HP, metal Pokemon, stage 2, 3 energies. Okay, Royce. 2 metal, 1 colorless, terrific thumping. Listen, it just gives me nightmares from Pokemon Unite. Also, that name is great.
I can't take that seriously. Okay, sorry, go on.
Terrific thumping. 80 plus. Okay, flip a coin. If heads, it does an additional 80 damage. So it's like Executor. However, it's a stage 2 and it requires 3 energy. It's a great card, but I really hope we get something that makes stage 2s a little more consistent.
I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe a rare candy or something. Something crazy. I don't think we will. But
I don't think we will, just because of how this game paces itself. I don't think we'll ever get something like 100%. That. If we do, have to good Lord, yeah, everything's gonna just evolve on turn 2 and just decimate. This is scary. Yeah, it requires a little more energy and a little more setup, but the possibility to do 160 is nuts. Also, it's tanky.
Yeah, dude. Already put this in a deck with Skarmory.
Jesus, like in
the back line, ramp it while Skarmory does all the damage.
Yeah, and Skarmory only needs 1 energy. You slap a Rocky Helmet on it, it's already gonna be chipped down. Like this might be annoying. The terrific thumping might be terrifying thumping.
It's so good.
And
so, what would you rank this?
As it stands now, like also an A, but again, this is contingent on the other cards I see. With whether it's in these spoiler list, or is this the entire list? Are these all the cards that are coming out? Or
no, all we know are like some of the regular shiny cards and then some 9 EXs.
Okay,
there might be more. There might not be. I have no idea.
Oh, right. You said there's like 100, right? So there might be over
110.
There might be other support cards. There might be new items. There might be more to the pack that might, accelerate this, make this usable, or maybe future releases. But for now, I'll say 8. Sorry, because 80 damage is still nothing to scoff at, even if you flip tails 3 times.
Flip heads, bro. That's 160. Who are you not one-shotting?
Yeah. So,
other than other stage 2s.
Yeah. So, like you said,
also 180 with red.
Oh, also Adamant. Minus
takes less damage.
Yeah, it takes less damage.
Minus 20.
Minus 20, right? So this, it just becomes annoying. It just becomes a nuisance. Not fun. Not fun at all. So I'm here for it.
No, it's pretty good. I'd give it probably a B.
Okay.
Just because it's a stage 2.
Okay.
And we don't know what the other cards are.
Okay.
Valid. All right, let's see here. Even though I say that's the reasoning, there's another card that's also a stage 2 here that I might rank as a S tier, but I'm jumping ahead.
Okay. No spoilers. Okay.
All right. What am I moving on? Charizard EX, the brand new one. Game Freak, aka Pokemon's favorite Pokemon. I'm opening up
the shiny one. All right, here we go.
All right. So EX, 180 HP, 2 attacks, Stoke. For 1 fire energy, take 3 fire energy from your energy zone and attach it. So the idea is you stoke 1 turn, and then the next turn, you guarantee Steam Artillery for 150. But real quick, Royce, what do you think about this card? People are saying this is such a bad card.
Ooh.
The same people that said Palkia EX was a bad card and Gyarados EX was a bad card. And you remember the Gyarados EX meta, bro?
Yeah, I can't forget. Gyarados EX. Wait, hold on. Like I need to check something real quick. Okay, so the one drawback to this compared to the other one, the other one has 200, requires 1 less energy, and the new one requires 1 more energy, but you don't discard any of the energy. It's just 150, bang, bang. Plus
you
1 extra retreat.
You say that's a drawback, though.
1 extra retreat. Hold on. Discarding energy is is a drawback. Consistently 150 without having to, I can only start, like, because once you get Charizard in the active, the old, like the original one, you had to constantly feed it energy and you couldn't ramp anything on the bench. This, you're stoking the flames, getting this is 3 heads on a Moltres for free.
It is.
So
keep spitting, but let me throw something else in there for you.
So
a lot of people, I think. Oh yeah.
Sorry. No. Continue. You continue my thought. Okay.
This doesn't need Moltres.
It does
not. The other one does.
Mm-hmm.
So the other one, people are like, oh, it does more damage. They're just very tunnel vision. Damage is not everything.
Yes.
This survives Mew EX. The other one doesn't. You see, there's so many beneficial things. This sits on your bench as a Charmander, as a Charmeleon with only 1 energy on it. It does not need any more energy.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like,
because when you want to, you bring it in, then you stoke. And then the following turn, you can dish out 150. Now people argue, oh, but you're wasting, you're leaving your Charizard out there for a full turn. Take damage. But not with other cards, not with things like Sabrina or Cyrus, where you can force your opponent to pivot into something with a high retreat cost, where they can't attack you and they can't retreat, and you're just ramping up for free. Like, there's so many other things. So another thing is, like, we don't know what other fire Pokemon we're getting. We might get something that's a basic, a regular stage. So if Charizard only gets 1 energy, you can feed something else a ton more energy.
Yeah.
Like, you can give it a water energy here with the fire, run it with Drud, and then also use Irida.
Yeah. And
things are going to get nasty with this.
What's up? Oh, no. I hate that idea. No. Okay. You mentioned Irida and it irritated me. Okay. No, like, you're right. You only need 1 energy. It's a thick boy. 180 is nothing to scoff at. And like 150 will knock out majority of Pokemon in 1 shot. And it's an artillery. It literally is in the name. It just keeps going and it'll keep going.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even notice that.
Pair this with like a Manaphy or whatever. You ramp quicker. You might not even need to stoke. Like, you can, like, obviously Manaphy would not be super ideal, but whatever. 3 energy to retreat, it'll help maybe. I don't know, but there are possibilities.
You're Manaphy on the Irida idea.
Yeah,
Drud,
yeah.
Right?
Piggybacking off that. If you lead with Manaphy and have a Charmander in the back, slap a water on it. Also, this means that we're gonna get a new Charmander, Charmeleon.
Exactly.
So
we don't know what those cards do. Do they ramp as well? Can that stoke?
Yeah, and Charmander.
If the Charmeleon can stoke?
Yeah. Because the current Charmander, Charmeleon, they're kind of garbage, right? Like, Charmander discards 100%. Energy, and then Charmeleon requires like what, 2 or 3 energy. So like, this means we're gonna get. This opens the door for so many possibilities. Please free your minds. Don't get tunnel vision. 200 damage is great. No, there is a drawback. Like, and it's heavy reliance on Moltres is one huge thing. So if you're freed from those shackles of Moltres, like, you're chilling. Stoke is 3 heads on a Moltres. You don't need to coin flip and pray for, good coin flip luck. Like, I've gone up against players who've had all tails 2 turns in a row. Actually happened to me last week against an opponent because I run Dragonite and not a Charizard. Anyways, I think this is going to be a fire card. Also, it's shiny, bro. Like,
bro, you could run this with a Berry Snorlax. Give your Charmander 1 energy. Give your Snorlax the 2.
And
attack with the Snorlax.
And just
when you want, use a leaf, retreat those, bring him in, stoke. The following turn, you just win.
Like, there's gonna be other cards that are gonna come out in this. See, we're talking about the cards existing that we cards. That we know of. There's gonna be
still good.
There's gonna be other cards that come out in this that might amplify it even more than S+, bro. This might be S+.
Oh, okay.
Like, cause Stoke is nuts, dude. All you need is one energy. Then the next turn you slap on the last one. GG's, bro.
With that, I think I'm gonna rank it D. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine throwing you a curveball like that. You're hyping it up the whole time. No, I'm just kidding. This is gonna be one of the 4 Pokemon that I'm gonna give S to in today's video.
One of the 4.
I think Charizard EX is There's 3 more that I think. There's one that's gonna be S+. and everyone is gonna disagree with me. And because of that, I'm not gonna share my deck. I'm gonna gatekeep it.
Okay. Because
like,
but you're gonna share it with me, right?
already have the deck that I'm gonna play for ranked.
Okay.
What's up?
You're gonna share it with me, right?
I got you. Don't worry. When the episode finishes, I got you, bro. With that, let's move on to the actual Pokemon I was just talking about. Next is Giratina EX.
This is the
150 HP. Psychic retreats for 2. Weakness, darkness 20. Chaotic impact is the move. We'll talk about that first before the ability. 3 psychic energy, 1 colorless, 130 damage. However, deals 20 damage back to itself. Okay. The ability even says broken. Okay.
No.
Broken Space Bellow. Once during your turn, you may take a psychic energy from your energy zone and attach it to this card and to this Pokemon. If you do, your ability ends. Your turn ends. Sorry, I can't read.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So in 2 turns, it's just over.
A little bit, yeah, pretty much. It depends if you're running psychic energy. So another thing that I'm going to throw out there, again, I'm not going to share my deck. I am gatekeeping this, but I'm going to run water energy. I'm going to use things like Drud to stall. I'm going to use things like Irida to heal the damage that I caused to myself.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty much in 2 or 3 turns, Chaotic Impact will be active. You could run it. Here's another idea. You could run it with Darkness energy. Run it with Drud in the front, Darkrai in the back, Giratina in the back. Give a Darkness to Darkrai. Use this ability. You have 2 energy on the board.
And
20 damage. Yeah, end turn. Next turn, same thing. So there's so many possibilities to this.
Okay, wait. Okay, so here's what I thought of. What if you run an 18 trainer deck with just this dude?
Oh, I don't think you can with this.
Because, okay. Why do you say that?
Because it ends your turn, and the way this Pokemon, I think, is gonna, you don't start with this.
Okay.
You put it in the back. You do everything else your turn that you want to do first.
Okay.
Aside from attacking.
And
then you use that ability.
Yeah, no, that was a terrible call. Also, it hurts itself. So like by the time, honestly, I don't know, because like by turn 2, you're ready. You're ready to dish out 130. Even if you lose 1.
No, you're not. That's only if you're going second. But you're not allowed to attack turn 2. You won't attack until turn 3.
Wait, hold on. So if you go turn 1, okay, if you start the battle, it's turn 3. You can attack 130. Right? Because on your first turn, you can still get an energy.
So if you go first, you use this ability.
That's 1 energy.
You have an energy. Next turn, you give it an energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn 3. You're right.
Turn 3.
Either way.
So
first or second.
But on turn 3, but nobody is like gonna crush you in turn. Ooh.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
I don't think you lead with this.
Okay. You're right. I don't like.
However,
this card. I don't like this
how annoying was Darkrai from the bench. And ramping, like they already know ramping is so broken that they literally put, if you use this ability, your turn ends. they're like, listen, we need to hinder it a bit. Throw in something like a Magneton, Magnezone with this. 2 Pokemon that ramp themselves and a Darkrai. Literally, oh dude, that's a whole nother thing. Magnezone, Giratina, Darkrai. Okay, hold on. Only darkness energy. Give Darkrai an energy, Magneton ramps itself, Giratina ramps itself. You have 3 energy on the board in 1 turn. Oh, I love it here, dude. It's so good.
I'm curious. So good. I'm curious to hear about your recipe now. I'm curious.
Dude, it's gonna be like so slept on. No one's gonna. I'm sure some people are.
Okay.
But like, I'm gonna hit masters so quick with it, and then I'll share it with everybody. Anyway, so because of that, I'm gonna put S+.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say.
What does your heart tell you?
So, to me, Chaotic Impact is insane. 150 is kind of scary for if you have a Giratina because
it's the HP.
Yeah, the HP. Yeah. So it has 150 HP. So like, which could be remedied with a cape, obviously. But I don't know. It's like, does 20 damage to itself. It's not bad, but because it does 20 damage to itself and its HP is not super up there, I'm gonna say like A, because like there's something
respectable.
The reason why, so I'm on the fence just because I'm like, okay, like this is a good card, but 1 or 2 hits and it's down. Oh no, wait.
That's if it starts. I don't think you want to start with it.
Yeah, no, for sure you don't want to start with it. For sure. No, actually this might be a really good card because the retreat cost is only 2. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Retreat is only 2.
Yeah, no, you're good, man.
Okay. Ugh, God. Okay. Oh no. Ooh. Why? Why, dude?
It's a tough one.
This is a tough one. I'm gonna just say A for now, but I also feel like the more I look at it, the more it's becoming S.
Yeah.
Also, the full art might slap. Anyways.
Oh, for sure, dude. I think they're all getting shinies.
Oh, you think so?
So yeah, I mean, 110 cards. I don't think we're getting like crazy amounts of new cards. I think we're just getting a lot of shiny variants. I could be wrong. I have no idea.
I mean, it is weird if your shiny Wiglet evolves into a non-shiny Wugtrio. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right.
And Varun,
you're absolutely right. There's something to be said there. All right, moving on to Pikachu EX, 120 HP, 1 move, retreats for 1, 3 lightning energies, Thunderbolt 150. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. What are we thinking? That's why we talked about the Pachirisu earlier.
It's great. Like HP. Sorry, go on.
No. I was just gonna share because you were always like, dude, the way your mind works. I was chatting with chat. I was doing a live stream when this news broke, and I gave them a line of like, oh, you can do this and this, and they're like, how the heck did you do that? Right? So it was. I'm gonna butcher it right now.
Okay.
But it was turn 1. You give an energy to your Pachirisu. Right? You're going second. You ramp this guy. Turn 2, you give this another energy, you X speed with your Pachirisu, bring this in, don your Pachirisu onto the Pikachu EX, and turn 2, you dish out 150. Yeah, it is. Sometimes I impress myself too.
Dude, 150 is insane.
Yeah, dude, it is.
For three energy, yeah, the drawback is discarding all your energy, but like 1 retreat, I think the only drawback to the card, minus the discarding energy, is the 120 health. Like Tauros is still just
one taps it. People are saying that this is worse. Same thing they're saying about the Charizard. It's worse than the original. And in my head, I'm like, that's why we got new revamped versions, guys. Yeah. Because the originals were so good, and so many people are still playing the originals. That they were like, yeah, we don't need to revamp one of the 2 most popular Pokemon because they haven't been power crept on by Arceus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is going to be a better card, in my opinion. In the original Pikachu, at least.
This is a really good card. I don't know if it'll be better just because the drawback of discarding your energy is insane. So once you fire off your attack,
Volkner
is for Electivire and Doggo, right? Luxray?
100%.
Oh, you're what are you gonna do then?
What am I gonna do? I just retreat and go into my Luxray or my Volkner and I win. That's 120. That's 150 into a 120.
This might achieve your dream of winning a tournament with Luxray.
100%, bro.
No,
Luxray coming on top.
Crazy. Oh no, so I think this is pretty nuts because old original Pikachu was great because it doesn't discard, did 90. However, reliance on bench, which leads to possibly clogging up your hand, bricking your hand. This does how much that would do in like minus 30, but in one turn, in one move, in one go. And then next turn, retreat. You can slap an energy on this, retreat into Luxray. Pop your damn Volkner or X speed, sorry, into Luxray, Volkner energy, and just slap another one for how much does he do again? He does an absurd amount. on anything. Luxray.
120, the Luxray.
Yeah, on anything on the field.
Yep.
Nuts. Good God.
I think it's good. This card also reminds me of a basic Infernape with the effect and damage. It just needs an extra energy. So if you throw something like I think this Pikachu EX is better than the old one in a sense that you run 2 Dawns, and if you have something like a Magneton on your bench, you hit Thunderbolt. The next turn you charge. The following turn you hit another Thunderbolt. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait 3 turns to charge.
Yeah. No.
It's every other turn.
Like this would be a quick deck though. Like this is like
aggro, super aggro.
Super aggro. Like you have as someone who again uses Dragonite, I have to take you down. Like I can't afford to dilly-dally and let you I have to go hard. Like this is not a good time to be a Dragonite player. This is gonna be
Speaking of Dragonite, what would you rank this Pikachu?
Speaking of Dragon, okay, weird segue. What would I rank this Pikachu? I think this is gonna be running everywhere.
Think so?
I think I think so. Just because of your Luxray idea, or with Volkner, you discard all these energy, then you can access the discard pile. The energy's in there. So just based on that, I think it's a solid A, maybe even S. Like this is insane.
Yeah. It also counters Palkia with a cape.
Oh God, true.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. I think it's an A, just because I don't really know how it's gonna work in the meta, because discarding is a hindrance, like you said earlier. All right, you ready? Let's move on to Wugtrio EX. As a chat said, poor man's Dragonite. However, no, they said this is Temu Dragonite.
Okay,
but I'd argue this might be better than Dragonite. So real quick, let me tell you why.
Take that back. Guys, we're wrapping the video. 100%. Have a good night.
No, watch.
Okay.
2 minutes from now, he's going to be like, damn, you're right. Okay. Wugtrio EX, 140 HP, just water energy. It is a stage 1 Pokemon. For 3 water energy, it's got Pop Out, Throw Out. What the names? Who's naming these, bro? What millennials are on there? Like, team just naming these attacks, bro. Pop Out, Throw Out. All right, let me read you the effect real quick. One of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random 3 times. For each time a Pokemon was chosen, do 50 damage to it. It's literally Dragonite minus 1 time. It's literally Dragonite minus 1 time. You're telling me you're not going to play this. You don't have to dual energy. It's a stage 1.
Has almost as much XP.
Wugtrio is literally Royce. It has your name written all over
for 1. I don't want to be known as the Wugtrio guy, though. No, my image. Oh God, yeah, this actually might be good. It pairs well with Irida.
I think it's gonna be S.
It's
aggressive. You evolve. This is like you evolve like a Starmie.
Yeah, and Misty, and oh God,
you don't have control of what you hit.
Yeah, but I don't.
But to put 150 damage on the board is kind of crazy.
Dude, you can do this early, like as early as turn.
Misty.
Yeah, earliest turn 2. Turn 2. Like. Can you do?
Actually, you don't even really need Misty. You put this down. Manaphy.
Yeah, I was thinking
accelerates.
Yeah, and then
X speed. Or you don't even need to X speed. You just retreat and then Dawn, and you're good. Pop Out, Throw Out. You know what I'm saying?
Pop Out, Throw Out.
I can't read.
I got you.
Dude, the chat's gonna roast me.
I got you, boo. They can't roast you now. We corrected it. Anyways,
I'm probably gonna still call it Throw Out.
Why not call it Throw Up? One retreat is. I think you might be right. This isn't a Temu Dragonite. You don't
Dragonite, the Temu Dragonite.
Yeah, Dragonite's the
This is the OG right here.
No, don't.
Wugtrio's like, that's cute. Sit down, little bro. I got this.
What did he say? Look at him. These guys are offended. He called us the Temu? No. This is.
It's always so weird that they're red.
Yeah. Wait, is it? Are they?
I like it. Yeah, aren't they red? That's not the shiny, is it?
I don't think that. I thought for sure. Why would they make a shiny in this basic? Oh yeah, it's red. It's red.
Okay.
Because
I give it an S. What would you give it?
I have to give it S plus, bro. It's my guy.
I knew it, guys. I told you.
It's my guy.
I know. Do I know Royce or what?
we about to We're about to get to know each other. This is about to be cute as hell. No, this is great. Also, a massive. So there is a drawback. Dragonite has no weakness. This does. Dragonite has a retreat, an insane retreat cost of 3. This has 1. Dragonite requires 2 energy, whereas this doesn't. It only requires the 1 type. So, I think just based on that, and then Dragonite attacks 1 additional time, whereas this is just, the 3 versus Dragonite's 4.
But like also it might not, because you could hit 200 into one opponent.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
God, like no, this is better. This is dude,
we got a Wugtrio stand, guys.
Go back to episode 1. Y'all will know how much I love Dragonite, but this is better. You know how many times I break up on stuttering at that point is the craziest thing I've ever done on a pod.
This is a Pokemon card game, sir.
Not getting the necessary energy. Yo, we need to. I heard something else. I didn't hear milk, but I heard something else. Anyways, not getting the required energy has also screwed me over, whether it's electric or even water. Sometimes I'll get a Manaphy lead. I'm like, okay. And then next 6 turns, I'm like electric energy. And I'm like, dude, like, it's just GG. But this, at the very latest, turn 3, you just pop out and throw out. It's a.
See, everyone should call it throw out. It sounds so much better.
I gotta do it for the lad. But it's also just a stage 1.
It's pretty good.
It's an actual water type, so Misty. It's got water energy, so Irida. Like,
yeah,
he's gonna pop out and show out, not throw out, because he's going. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta whip that thing out and put it on the table, and they got 3 things.
All right, sir.
Yeah. So moving on. But
next Pokemon,
S tier for sure.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be pretty good. All right, Lucario EX. Can you read that? Explain that card for us, and then tell me if you remember it.
Lucario EX, 150 HP, stage 1, evolves from Riolu. Aura Sphere requires 3 fighting energy for 100 damage. This attack also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Okay. Weakness Psychic. Real quick, and retreat is 2.
Hold on, because I feel like you don't actually remember. I'm gonna pull it up. All right, Royce. For everyone watching at home, I'm sending Royce something in Discord. So you can see what I created.
Wait! What?
I legit made a custom Lucario EX with Aura Sphere and said this attack also does 30 to one of the opponent's bench Pokemon.
Gee.
The damage and the energy's off, but that's crazy, right?
Listen,
just sign me up. Sign me up, guys.
Listen, I represent him. Sign me up too. Anyways,
hey.
No, I don't. This is, dude, this is a lot of fun card. 100 damage is crazy. 3. Yeah. I feel like they might release Maylene or something. I feel like they're going to release.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 100%. Because like there's still 3 more supporters that I'm assuming we don't know.
Like I just keep advocating for Maylene because this was her ace, right? Or was it Machoke? But there was someone, and there was also the rollerblade girl from X and Y.
I think that's her name.
I honestly don't remember. So for the sake of that, I'm just gonna say yes, Katarina. Her ace was Lucario, so maybe we might get, someone to support fighting types or Lucario specifically.
Some sort of ramp for fighting types.
Some sort of ramp, or maybe like, listen, now we know, like with the emergence of Barry, it doesn't have to necessarily be a ramp, right? Barry's not a ramp, but he's just like 1 less energy to attack, and then boom, 100 plus 30 to the bench.
That's such a good card.
It is.
I've been using Snorlax like almost every day. Like I enjoy the Snorlax Berry tech so much.
Okay. But 30 damage, like let's say you have the new Charizard or the old Charizard if you're hard-headed and don't want to, change with the times, old man. Dealing 30 to a Charmander that's trying to get by, and Charmeleon that's trying to get by is huge, because it'll go from 180 to 150. It just keeps going down, and by the time it's coming out, Lucario's gonna pop it. If it's not him, then somebody else on the bench is gonna pop it. You know what I mean? It's gonna
100%.
It's gonna be interesting. Also, I'm curious to see what the stage 1 Riolu is gonna have as well. But it's probably going to be 1 energy. Like, it's going to be
So
weird
you wouldn't.
because if you lead with Riolu, what happens then? Sorry, go on. Okay.
You might be cooked, but I think you run 1 Lucario EX and 1 baby Luca.
Yeah, okay. I had a feeling you would say
to
that.
buff it.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out. In a perfect world, let's just say there's 2 Dialgas, one in the active, one on the bench. You hit the Dialga with the Aura Sphere, hit him for 120, 30 on the bench. The following turn, Cyrus stat 1.
You're
and you knock
evil.
them both out for 4 points, bro.
You're nuts. Yo,
see what I'm
your
saying?
mind is
So with
how
Cyrus,
are you not like an evil villain, an evil genius in a Pixar movie? Because you just went crazy.
I was. You didn't see my last movie, Megamind?
No, I saw your other movie, Sonic. Anyways,
I never saw Sonic. Is it good?
Eggman. Apparently it slaps. I haven't seen it either.
Really?
I'm
I don't know anything about Sonic. I keep like being told like, oh, you missed out. Your childhood missed out because you don't know anything about Sonic. And I'm like, did I? I don't know.
I played it a little bit, but I wasn't like that because I had Pokemon. I played it whenever I didn't have my Game Boy or my batteries died in my Game Boy. You know what I mean? I'd be like, fine, I guess I'll go collect rings. But yeah, no. This is a pretty solid card. I would say like, and I would say a B only because if you lead Riolu, let's say it requires 1 energy, like you're kind of in a pickle. You know what I mean? Like, because going from 1 to 3 is crazy. It doesn't like gradually ramp up like Machop, the Machop evolutionary line where it's 1 energy, 2 energy, 3 energy. This one goes 1 to 2, 1 to 3, or 2 to 3, which is also insane. So I don't know if, but again, this is based on the knowledge we have of the cards that we're aware of right now, right? So
exactly.
This
also, we should be getting a new Riolu too, right?
100%. So that's what I mean. Like going from 1 to 3, 2 to 3, regardless, garbage.
I'd say B as well. Maybe low A potentially.
All
right. Moving on to Paldean Clodsire. I'm actually super excited about this. Let me real quick, guys. I'm gonna show Royce. I did a live opening earlier on my stream, Royce.
Okay.
You can see this, right?
Is that a good boy? 280 HP. What the actual TCG?
This is the official TCG.
Yeah, the actual TCG is crazy. Holy.
Yeah, well, it's actually pretty nuts. I got a bunch of really cool cards in that stream. But anyway, so Paldean Clodsire here. I'm almost guaranteeing that the Paldean Wooper is gonna poison your opponent's Pokemon.
So you think this is gonna do it right?
100%. I think so. It has to, or else this card sucks. So let's all assume. We're going to go into this assuming that Paldean Wooper poisons.
Hold on. Before you do that, you got to read the card out for our listeners. Who
I got you. I will.
Okay.
Paldean Wooper poisons. 160 HP, stage 1, Venoshock, 2 darkness energy, 60 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this attack does 60 more damage. It's 120 on curve after evolving your Wooper. If your Wooper does not poison, this is the worst card out of the entire bunch. I'm sorry. It doesn't work on Arceus. It's just not going to be great, right? However, and it has a 3 retreat cost energy. The current set, I pulled like 3 different variants of Paldean Wooper from the official TCGs. There's like 2 out of the 3 poison the opponent.
Okay, so
with their attack. So like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna poison.
Okay.
Missed opportunity. What do you think? So assuming it is, I think it's an A.
100%. I think it's an A. I think it might be closer to the higher end if this is assuming Paldean Wooper poisons, right? It's not an S quite yet because of the costly retreat. Like it costs more to retreat it than to attack with it, which is
for sure.
Is this the first time we're seeing this?
It might be, to be honest.
So that's kind of wild to me. That said,
Onyx retreats for 4, attacks for 3.
Attacks for 3. Okay, fair. But
I was going through my encyclopedia of all the cards in my head. I was like, all right, got one.
Nuts, by the way. Your mind is crazy. Anyways, it's a tanky Pokemon too. 160 for a stage 1.
Yeah. Dude. Also, a lot of people are saying that it's not going to do well into Arceus, but like red.
Yeah, but
actually, never mind. I take that back. It still won't do good. They need to be poisoned. Arceus won't be poisoned. Let's just hope Arceus isn't in the meta anymore. If Arceus is in the meta, yeah, I don't think Paldean Clotsire is going to be good.
Honestly, even if let's say that you have an Arceus, if I Sabrina or Cyrus, like if I run something that forces you to switch, like I might be in a better position. But like, how much HP does Arceus have again? 140.
140. So I was thinking if it was poisoned, you could do the 120 plus the red, but the whole point is Arceus can't be poisoned.
So,
I just don't think people are going to play Arceus as much. You got cards like Pikachu, Luca, Charizard, Giratina with a Geo. Like they're all just going to one-tap it.
But this is also be great with a Weezing, I feel, because they're both just stage 1. Weezing has Koga as a support. Pop them back in your hand.
One doesn't.
Yeah. Pop him back in your hand. Bring him out. Even if Weezing does a poison, at least he can hit, right? And he go hit that, and it's not gonna be for a lot. But at some point, the Arceus is gonna get kind of low, and that's when this can come in, and then you have to make a decision. Do I stick around, hit Clodsire once, and then go down, sack the Arceus, or you got to make some tough decisions. Energy investment requirement is just dude, this is actually a pretty cool card. I like it. Also, it is. I think so. I like it. I really wish the new Toxicroak, because he has the badly poisoned one, right? So it does what, instead of 10 it does 20.
20.
I really wish it did some damage, not just being just a
it'd be too much.
It would be just
so much. I think the idea is you retreat it.
Yeah, because
you bring it out later.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I think this is fire. This is a better Scolipede. Because Scolipede, same energy investment, but it's a 2-stage month. This is a stage 1, in my opinion. What do you think? Now let's get the pros opinion.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be like an A.
Low A, high A.
I think it's. I just don't know yet. I have to see, right? Depending, because the meta with Arceus. Currently, it makes me kind of like scared to say, it's going to be so good, but like Arceus is super relevant. I generally don't think Arceus is going to be as relevant going into the next set. But with that being said, yeah, I think it's a solid A.
I would agree. I'm inclined to agree.
All right. Let's move on to Beedrill EX. Stage 2. 170 HP.
That's a lot of
cutting
HP.
Spear.
Crushing.
80 damage. Crushing. I can't read.
I got you.
Bro, I can't read.
I can't play this game. So you talk about the playing games, and I'll take care of the reading. Don't worry about it.
All right, bro. Discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon for 2 grass energy. I think this is S.
This is S. This is 100% S. 80 for 2.
80 for 2, and you discard your opponent's active Pokemon.
Hold up. It's only a 1 retreat to 170 HP, has access to Erica. Downside is it's a 2-stage. We don't know what the new Weedle and Kakuna are. I'm just spitballing here. I'm so sorry. Damn, dude. This might be S. This actually might be S.
Yeah, no, 100% it is. It's a grass type throwing Executor EX. Like, what do you mean?
This prevents your opponent from ramping. That's a huge thing. That's a big deal.
If they're trying to ramp something on the bench, you can Sabrina them, bring this guy out, and they will never be able to get that 1 extra energy they need.
Yeah, and they'll just be stuck there. Plus, 80 is nothing to sneeze at.
2 turns, they're gone.
170. Why is this B so thick?
It's a stage 2. Typically, if they're stage 2 Pokemons, they're going to be over 160, 170.
Okay.
Like that's the typical norm. Up to 190, right, is what we've seen. If it's a stage 1, it's going to be up to 170, but as low as like 140. If it's a basic, it's going to be anywhere from 120 to up to maybe 150.
Okay. I like that you cracked this down to a science. You were insane. Anyways, because the reason why I mentioned HP was, again, Erica. Like, what are we doing out here, bro? This is gonna be nuts because you're preventing
whatever she wants.
You can have your way with me, but crush me with those spears. Sorry, I'm so sorry. But no, this is a nut. This is a crazy card. This is a crazy card.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Damn.
I think it's pretty good. I'm actually super excited about it. It might be one of the cards that I end up starting with as a starter deck. We'll see. Either that or Giratina is the one that I'm very excited about. I give it an S. But With that, we have our final card, Revelry EX.
Barrel.
Stage 1, 160, Carefree Press, 4 energy, 100 damage. It's Venusaur. It's 100 damage and it heals 30 from this Pokemon.
This is a B.
What?
It heals 30. Oh, wait. This is kind of annoying. Setting it up is the reason why I say B. Like...
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I say B too. I was like, when you said B, we just finished from B drill. I'm like, are you still on that page? Like, I'm confused. Like, I was a little confused. It's a beaver.
It's a beaver. Wow, I can't speak now. Yeah, no. This is just licky type. You know.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'd have to agree. It retreats for 3. The attack's cool. You get it up. Maybe you ramp it with some Manaphy water energy. You have access to Irida. But
aside from that, like
160 HP, you're gonna get one shot by things like what? A boosted Rampardos.
Yeah, and the new
Rampardos with red.
The new Lucario, you can pull off you can almost pull off your strat of like Sabrina or whatever. Unless you no, you can pull off your strat. Like the thing you mentioned with the Dialga, you hit him for 120 plus the 20 super effective, so 140. Then hit the bench with the extra 30, then Cyrus that, and then knock out the Cyrus. You know that strat you mentioned? You can do that with this thing.
Yep,
in fact, assuming 100%. You have the regular Lucario, this is just licky. Like we seem to always get one EX where it's like kind of a, fan service or whatever. But
I do think it'd be kind of neat with the older Bidoof, where you half their HP on 3 energy.
True.
And then the following turn, just knock it out with 100 damage.
True, because the older Bidoof require 2 energy as well, right?
Yeah. But this requires 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, if they give us something like double, like a tool that acts like an energy.
Or maybe...
Oh, dude, what if they did that?
Maybe Manaphy X speed back, half them with Bidoof, then Dawn on the next turn, and then you'll have Carefree Press, right? Because then in that turn you
that'd be
get
kind of cool.
So,
but like, check this out. What if there was a tool that doubled the amount of energy? Energy applied onto a Pokemon.
Think of Charizard. Think of the first Pokemon that we reviewed in this. The first EX.
Exactly.
If you doubled the
Exactly, bro.
This is
what I'm saying is like Pokemon like Bobero would just need 2 energy.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. I don't know,
but yeah, it's a B in my book.
I don't. Honestly, I would say lower too. Like
C.
Yeah, because
the lowest one out of all of them that we talked about today.
Yeah, this has to be the lowest. Like the highest is Wugtrio for obvious reasons. I think the surprising ones would be Clodsire, because you would assume Clodsire would be like one of these, like a kind of a weird gimmick. But if Wooper does poison, it can spell a lot of trouble. You have some options, but it's so reliant on ramp. It's going to be so reliant on tools or support, or like you would play this for memes, but not like competitively. Unless you're Zen, then you would play it competitively, win a tournament, and make a video on it on how you won with the worst EX of the set. Possible video idea.
Psychic, guys.
I'm a psychic type Pokemon. Anyways, yeah, no, I think Giratina, Charizard, Pikachu. What else did we go? Why am I trying to think off the top of my dome? Beedrill is awesome. Clodsire is awesome. Pikachu is a sleeper. Tinkaton is kind of interesting. But yeah, no. And we're probably gonna. Do you think we're gonna get more EX or nah? Just these guys.
I hope so. Some people are like saying no, it's only 9, but I'm like, y'all don't know. You know as much as I do. Like we don't know. There could be more.
Yeah.
Also, they gave us an EX for every single type except for Dragon. Sorry. Doesn't exist.
Stop. Okay.
But yeah, I think my top 4 are Charizard, Giratina, Wugtrio, and Beedrill.
Okay, I would say, just because of my playstyle, I would say Wugtrio, Charizard, Clodsire, and Beedrill. I think Clodsire if we get the Wooper or even with the Wheezing, I feel like I might be able to,
All right.
to cook. I might be.
I
able to
hope
cook.
you pull a Clodsire as your first.
See,
full art shiny.
And with that kind of energy coming my way, I know I'm never gonna pull it. Even in the EX starter deck, they're gonna be like, "Oops,
I'll
we
trade
forgot."
you one, don't worry.
My man.
All right. I think that's gonna be it. I think we covered everything in this episode. I'm excited for the new set. I'm excited to dive in and get no sleep for multiple days. What about you, man?
Yeah, no, ditto. Also, I don't know if you want to go over ranked quickly, like when it's coming out.
Ranked, yeah, it's dropping the following day. I mean, that's it.
Thank you guys so much for subscribe.
I mean, I don't really know too much other than you'll be able to get the starter decks, one of them to climb for ranked. I'll be making videos on the channel of like what are the best decks to climb with ranked. After I hit a certain rank, I'll explain what I did, some tips, yada yada yada. I'll help people. I'll also stream it live. I'll probably climb it, you know, when it goes live. I'll be up trying to do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We don't really know too much. We don't know what the rewards are other than at the end of the season, which is a month long, we get an emblem, but we also don't know like what else we get during climbing, if anything, or if this is only an emblem event. Either way, I mean, let's be honest, we can sit here and complain all the time, all day. We'll probably still play it.
100%, dude. 100%.
I know I will.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna do the Masochist challenge on this to see if I can get to master rank. So I'm probably going to stream that too. So this is going to be exciting. I didn't think it was going to be this soon, but because I was out of the loop. But I'm excited, man. I actually might start hunting for a lot of cards in this new upcoming pack because they're actually kind of cool. I'm not going to lie, they're actually fun. And I'm just looking at Wugtrio and Clodsire. I'm not going to lie to you.
I got you if I get any extras, bro.
I appreciate it, dude. You're such an MVP. All right.
I'm gonna bounce later, guys.
Peace.
Adios.